Hey, welcome to Kala Yoga. I'm Kyle and welcome to the Slow Flow. Thank you for stopping by. It's nice to see you here. I hope you're ready to get into a 25-minute slow flow, and we're going to be applying the Ujjayi breath or the oceanic breath throughout our practice today. And we're going to be tapping into what it means to lengthen our breath by using the restriction in the back of our throat, just so we can synchronize our breath with our movements and make our movements long and smooth and really tap into that fluidity of the vinyasa or the one breath, one movement. And I'd love to hear how that changes your experience. It's such an incredible tool, a breathing technique you can do to self-regulate your nervous system on your mat and off your mat. And if you have any questions or comments, I will be down below. Otherwise, when you're ready, you can grab your mat. Let's begin. Welcome back. So bring yourself to a comfortable seat, sit up nice and tall. And if you're having any issues with your hips or pains in the seat, you can always either sit on your knees or sit on a pillow or a block just to give yourself a bit of height. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And with an exhale, let your eyes close. You can make any last fidgets or adjustments. And when you're ready, make your way into stillness. And just notice how it feels to be in your body. Kind of embodying your attention here, so perhaps feeling the earth beneath you, feeling your hands rest onto your knees, feeling the breath in your nose, feeling your stomach expand. And we're going to keep that throughout our class, activating our Ujjayi breath, or the oceanic breath, and sticking with our attention on the breath and feeling our way through our practice. And just notice what comes up for you throughout your flow. If there's any resistance, any critical thoughts or thinking, that's very normal. See if you can just separate yourself by simply observing whatever comes up and then just returning to your Ujjayi breath. Inhale to fill. Exhale to release. Inhale to fill. And exhale to release. Inhale, arms rise up to the sky. Exhale through to pray. You can take a moment for yourself just to set some sort of intention for your class. It can either be for you or for someone else. It could be a word. And when you're ready, you can bow your head towards your hands to seal that off. And we'll make our way into child's pose to begin at the back of our mats, having our knees out wide, toes touching, and reach your arms out in front of you. Child's pose is a neutral position. If you feel like you need to come back to your breath or you need to rest for whatever reason, you're more than welcome to return here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, thread the needle, bring your right shoulder underneath your left arm and reach your left arm out in front of you. You want to rest your face, the side of your head onto the ground as you lower the hips back, reach through the left fingers. Inhale, right arm reaches out in front. Exhale, switch it out. Left arm comes underneath the right. Lower your left head down into the floor and reach your right arm out in front of you. And release. Inhale, both hands come out in front. Exhale, come up to table, tuck your toes. And with your next inhale, come up to down dog, hips up, lower the heels down. You can take a moment or two here just to arrive into this posture. That may be stillness for you, that may be pedaling it out. You just want to encourage a strong press into the ground as you wrap your elbows in. And if your hamstrings are feeling tight, like mine are, bend your knees a little bit, get your belly down towards your toes. You're looking for a straight line from the fingers to the tailbone. Relax the back of the neck, and then from here, keeping your spine in line with your arms, you can lower your heels down and feel the stretch. Inhale to your belly, fill up. And with a long Ujjayi breath, we're going to walk our hands towards the back of the mat, slowly pressing from left to right, using your arms, shifting the weight. When you get there, come to ragdoll feet hip width distance apart. See if you can introduce a very generous bend to the legs. Grab opposite elbows, rest your thighs, your bellies onto your thigh, and then sway from left to right. Release the hands down, keep your feet hip width distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten out the back of your neck. Exhale, fold with a long spine to release. Inhale, wide-legged chair. Sit down into the heels, raise the arms up. Hold and breathe. Notice what comes up for you here. We're jumping straight in, so sink the weight down into the heels. Keep your legs nice and active. Your thighs, your legs are wide apart, so it really does provide a little bit of relief when you're in our chair. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to lower down to our heels, coming into Malasana or wide-legged yogi squat. Place your hands down. If you feel it's a little bit easier to come up into the balls of your feet, that's fine. You want to at least shift the weight from left to right, and over time, you can slowly lower the heels down, opening up the hips. So you're taking our time here, perhaps closing the eyes and using your breath to sway from left to right, just moving with your breath, opening up the hips. Sometimes I like to roll onto the outer blade of the foot as I dip my chest down towards the toe. You'll feel a nice stretch in the groin, opening up the hip flexors, and release. Inhale, walk your hands to the top of the mat, coming into plank. Just feeling into your movements. And again, if you need to, you can always lower your knees. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower down to your belly, nice and slow. When you get there, untuck your toes. We're going to move into Sphinx pose. Place your elbows out in front of you in number 11. Stack your shoulders over your elbows and untuck the toes. Squeeze the feet, press them into the floor. Pull the elbows back towards the hips, lengthen out the back of the neck, hold and breathe. So keep your whole body engaged, squeeze your thighs, press the feet into the floor, draw the elbows back, open up the chest, and see if you can lengthen out the back of the neck. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Hands come underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Inhale. As you exhale, down dog, press back. And see if you can keep your attention returning to your ujjayi breath. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step, jump or float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, length out the back of the neck. Exhale, fold down and release. Inhale, high mountain, raise the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, back bend, squeeze your thighs, cactus the arms left and right. Look up and lean back. Inhale, high mountain, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold down and release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank, hands down, step back. Inhale, weight shifts forward. Actively press through the arms. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway, keep your elbows tucked in. Inhale, upward facing dog, roll over the toes, squeeze your thighs, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog, shift the hips back. Close the eyes and breathe. See if you can anteriorly tuck your tailbone. So if you want to know, if you kind of want to get your attention into the body. So tuck your tailbone and then move the opposite way, even if you have to roll off the balance of tucking and then anteriorly tucking, just to get your belly down towards your toes, and you will feel the stretch in your hamstring. But you want to use your hip flexors to anteriorly tuck the tailbone and get the chest down towards the toes. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step, jump or float to a wide-legged squat at the top of your mat. Inhale, wide-legged chair. Sit down, arms up and breathe. So we're going to sit down nice and wide, weight into the heels, reach through the arms. If you need to, you can have your arms out in front of you. See how your shoulders feel. But you want to sit back into the heels, soften the eyes, soften the breath, and reconnect with your oceanic breath. Inhale, sink a little bit lower. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, high mountain, legs still wide. Reach the arms up. Exhale, fold and release. You can bend the knees as you fold at the crease of the hip. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank, step back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Squeeze the thighs, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up, heels down. Hold and breathe. Relax the eyes, relax the back of the neck. And use this opportunity to trace the breath with your attention. Really leaning into the exhale. Inhale, knees bend, gaze forward. Exhale, step, jump or flow to a wide-legged squat, top of the mat. Feet hip-width distance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, wide-legged chair. Sit down, arms up and breathe. Challenge yourself here. Press down through the heels, shift the weight back. And you can squat down to as much as breathable for you. And see if you can draw the attention onto your breath. Notice the difference between focusing on the challenge in your legs and focusing on your ujjayi breath. There is stillness and strength in your breath. You just need to train your attention to stick with the breath, follow it all the way in. Don't even give it an opportunity to jump to the legs. Inhale, sink a little bit lower. Exhale, fold and release. Well done. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank, step back. Inhale, weight shifts forward. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Power through the arms, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold and breathe. And if you'd like to, you can follow the breath in for a count. So you can either inhale for 3, 2, 1, exhale for 3, 2, 1, or even up to 5. And just continue to lengthen the breath as much as possible. Just really training your attention to be on your mat, to be embodied with your practice. And you'll find that the real magic of your yoga comes through that training. And there's so much strength in that self-regulation tool. Inhale, knees bend, look forward. Exhale, wide-legged squat to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold at the crease of your hips. Inhale, wide-legged chair, sit down, arms up and breathe. Inhale, sink a little bit lower. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, runner's lunge, step your right foot back and lower the back knee to the floor. Now, you've got some options. You can stay here. Your left foot is on the outside of your left hand. And we're going to lower the hips forward and down. If you'd like a little bit more, we can work into the quad. Swim your left arm back. Take hold of the right foot and open the chest up. Stay and breathe. You may want to close your eyes, embody your attention, and lean into your exhale. Really use the length of the exhale to open up the front quad, opening up the left chest. Release the hand, lower the back foot. Hands come down, inhale, look forward. Exhale, wide-legged half split, straighten the left leg, drop the hips back. Inhale, come forward, raise the back knee. Exhale, prasarita to the right-hand side, wide-legged forward fold. Turn your toes in. Inhale, halfway lift, length out the back of the neck. Exhale, fold and release. Stay and breathe. Again, shifting the weight slightly back. If you need to, you can always bend your legs a little bit just so you can encourage the fold at the crease of your hips. Have your hands wherever you like, wherever feels comfortable, underneath, out in front. You can take hold of the toes. You can have them behind your back, squeeze and send them up and over. Whatever you do, stick with the breath. Ujjayi, nice long restricted breaths. Release, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, a low lunge to the front of your mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plank, left foot steps back. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway, elbows tucked in. Inhale, upward facing dog, roll over the toes, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up, heels down, and hold. And really focusing on the breath. Just being with what it feels like to be in this posture instead of what you think it looks like. Release. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, wide-legged chair to the top of your mat. Or wide-legged squat, apologies. Inhale, half lift, length out the back of your neck. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, wide-legged chair. Weight to the heels, arms reach up. Now we should be feeling nice and warm, so challenge yourself here. You want to keep your posture nice and active, so sit down and keep your breath nice and passive. Still restricting the back of the throat. Inhale, sink a little bit lower, nice and challenge. Exhale, fold and release. Well done. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps back, runner's lunge. Plant the hands, left foot to the back of the mat, lower the back knee. You can untuck the back toe. Got some options. If this feels good, stay right here, close your eyes, be with your breath. If you'd like to add in a bit of a quad stretch, right arm swims back, take hold of the back foot, open up the chest and look over the right shoulder. Close the eyes, embody your attention, relax your left quad. And release the back foot, bring the hands down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, half splits. Drop the hips back, flex out the front toes. Release, come forward, hands down, raise the back knee. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, prasarita, turn the toes in, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, length at the back of the neck. Exhale, fold down and release. Stay and breathe. Again, find a nice place for your hands. Relax the back of the neck. You're looking for a long, straight spine and folding at the crease of the hips. And there are always a few little tricks and tips you can use to keep your attention embodied. One that I like to use is when you use your inhale to create length out the spine, even if it's just a subtle movement, and then exhale to fold forward and down. You can kind of just keep that wave motion, keep that fluid motion of the inhale to lengthen out the chest, exhale to fold forward and down. And you kind of want to get to a point where you are embodied throughout your whole practice. So it's long, smooth movements, inhaling and exhaling your way through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge to the front, hands frame the right foot. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plank pose, step the right foot back. Inhale, shift the weight forward for the last time. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway. Keep your elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up, heels down. Inhale, half pigeon on the right side. Bring your right knee, shin through and down. See if you can bring your knee on the outside of the hip. Untuck the back toe, square your hips off. And before you go down, you want to actively press down through the legs, open up the chest. As you exhale, slowly walk your hands to a nice comfortable space. Close your eyes and breathe. And release, bring your hands down, tuck your toe. We're going to press back to down dog, pedal the legs out, just allowing the release into the hip. And inhale, half pigeon through on the left hand side. Left knee on the outside of the left hip, untuck your toe. Inhale, open up the chest, square yourself off. And as you exhale, slowly walk yourself forward, finding a comfortable space to rest. Reconnect with the Ujjayi breath and breathe. And release. Come back onto the hands. We're going to roll onto the outer hip. Extend your legs out in front of you, or pat them down just to give yourself a bit of relief. Well done. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Have the knees out wide. And see if you can get onto the front of your sitting bones. And if you have any pillows or blocks, and if you're having pain, you can always place them at the crease of your hip just to give yourself a bit of support. And if you're comfortable, that's fine. You're going to inhale, shift the weight forward, and exhale, lower yourself down. And you can always experiment here with having the feet closer in or walking them out, or even just walking your sitting bones back. That's kind of what I like to do. I like to start a little bit closer. And then as I'm breathing, I walk my sitting bones back, and you can feel the stretch moving along the outside of the hamstring from the hip. And the same thing here, where you can use your inhale to lengthen out the spine and the chest, and exhale to fold. And you can keep those sort of micro movements as you move and flow with your breath. And just seeing kind of what your mind needs to keep yourself embodied throughout your practice. And release. You're going to roll up, and as you exhale, roll down onto your back, nice and slow. Draw your right knee into your chest, give yourself a good squeeze. Flex both feet. And with your next exhale, supine twist lower over to the left side, look over the right shoulder, hold and breathe. Keep your right shoulder on the ground as much as possible, looking up and over to the right side. Using your Ujjayi breath to stretch diagonally across your body. And release, right knee comes in. Give yourself a good squeeze. Exchange your legs out. Left leg in, tuck your chin. Draw the shoulders back, flex both feet. And with your next exhale, lower to the right side, look over the left shoulder, supine twist. And as the practice winds down, so should your breath. Encouraging nice, long, gentle breaths. Perhaps keeping your eyes closed for the remainder of the class. And release, draw both knees in, give yourself a good squeeze of gratitude. Take a moment just to be with the movement of your body and your health and your practice. Inhale to fill up. Exhale to release into Shavasana. Toes out, palms up. Take up as much space as you like. Inhale into your belly. With a long exhale, relax onto your mat. Take a few rounds of breath just to allow yourself to rest and relax into Shavasana, giving yourself some time to soak your practice up. And just keep your attention embodied and feel into the breath as you lean into your exhale. Thank you for all the beautiful effort you've put into your practice and all the support into this channel. It is so greatly appreciated. You're welcome to lie in Shavasana for as long as you like. It's always nice to challenge yourself here. It may take a few rounds of breath just to really start to relax and sink in. And I'll see you here next week on your mat. Namaste.